All right, hello everyone. Sorry, I just tried to go live and then it didn't work. So I'm here and I want to talk about something that you totally deserve for yourself. So I want to know, first of all, what are you doing next weekend? That's November 19th and the 20th. Okay, because I have some notes here. So I want to craft with you and I want you to walk away with a stash full of cards that are made where you feel really great about them and get you using your stash again, especially if you happen to have been in a little bit of a rut or maybe you just need to try something new. So what this weekend is, it's the Eat, Sleep, Crafty retreat. It is a weekend for us to just get away, unwind, use the supplies we have in our craft room and actually get creative while holding each other accountable in doing so, because we're gonna do this all together. You deserve a weekend to yourself. Your supplies deserve some attention to you, especially those that have been sitting in new packaging that you haven't had a chance to open yet. And the Eat, Sleep, Crafty retreat is gonna encourage you to use those things. Okay, so what makes us different than other retreats? That's probably the most important part when deciding, because you can't attend them all. I know, I've tried. The first of all is we are not sponsored by any sort of company. We are all independent crafters with our own little small businesses, so we are not here to push supplies on you or anything like that. We are showing you how to make gorgeous cards, and majority of the supplies are things you already have. And if we happen to be using something like, let's say, a hot foil machine, we're gonna provide a ton of alternatives if you don't have something like that. The cool thing about our retreat is that even though we have an instructor, we also have someone that is crafting. One of the instructors is also crafting alongside when they're not teaching. And we cut to them every once in a while to say, hey, what are you making? How did you switch things up? How did you actually go about doing this if you don't have these supplies? And so we always have two people offering alternative ideas and cards for you. And so that is a really great part of our Eat, Sleep, Crafty retreat. And again, using your stash, being encouraged to use your stash, talking honestly about products that we love and don't love. And we are sitting there crafting with the things that we have. And as I said, we're not big on design teams and things like that. So we aren't just using always the latest and greatest, but just general supplies and encouraging to use yours as well. The other great thing about it is you get to ask questions live. We are literally crafting live with you, aside from one presentation, just because the technique won't allow that. But you can ask questions as we go. We'll stop, we'll answer them, we'll provide alternatives. We're really spontaneous in that. So if we're making a card and someone asks us like, hey, what kind of foil are you using? We'll stop right there and then we'll show you that exact product. Okay, and last but not least, probably my favorite part of the retreat is we don't just have class after class after class. We also have an open crop on the Saturday night, and believe me, Laura went and checked the last time and people were up till 4 a.m. crafting. So you can craft literally all night if you want to. The other thing that's super cool is we have something called Card Wars. And Card Wars is when all of the instructors go kind of head to head in a crafty competition, very friendly, of course. No, it actually gets kind of hectic, where you crafters decide for us what kind of limits we have when crafting. We have 10 minutes to make a card. Last time, I think I was making a card only with my non-dominant hand, using only the color blue, and I had to come up with something. And it's super fun to watch the instructors go head to head. And then we have a round where you're also welcome to join in, totally optional, of course, but things can get pretty fierce. I love the competition and the spirit in it as well. So as I said, we're not sponsored. We encourage you to use your stash. We have additional crafters alongside you showing alternatives. You can ask questions live, and we have a ton of fun. The cool thing about crafting live is even for us instructors, things can go wrong, and you can kind of see how we go about actually fixing those things. So yeah, Melissa, she's been at all of them, and it's a ton of fun. You can definitely trust Melissa on that one. So what does it cost and why do we charge? This is probably the big question. So once again, it's going on November 19th and 20th of this year. So just like 10 days from now, 11 maybe. And people are gonna ask, what does this cost? And it costs $49. And the reason is, and people are gonna say, well, why isn't it free? There's lots of retreats out there that are free. People are supposed to get paid for their skills, right? So we actually pay our instructors real money, which is kind of one of those things in the craft industry that is rarely heard of. We pay to get you the experts, and our experts aren't just going into what they always show on YouTube. You're getting to know them, and you're getting to get in-depth knowledge and insiders that aren't seen necessarily on their channels. This is something super personal. The other reason is you get a chance to experiment with your supplies with experts and have all of that guidance there. So if something's going wrong, you can ask right there. So you get that really one-on-one help. The other thing is we pay for time, talent, and education. People who are having YouTube channels and their businesses have to pay for cameras and all sorts of equipment, and we just don't expect people to do that for free. So we do charge $49, but as I said, it is well worth the ticket price. And if you don't believe that is well worth the ticket price, here is a really cool little anecdote from someone who sent in from the retreat the last time. And it says here, my sister and I attended the second ESCR from 2 different countries. The online format made this crafty bonding time possible. The quality of teaching was superb, variety of classes excellent, and a chance to visit with the instructors and participants following the classes was a hoot. I appreciate that we were encouraged to use what was in our stash versus buying yet more products. I highly recommend the ESCR and will be back for number 3. So we're all about empowering women. We're all about taking a weekend to yourselves because you all deserve it. Not just the instructors, but you too, of course. So yeah, I hope you'll join me over at the Eat, Sleep, Crafty retreat coming up in just one more weekend from now, only about 11 more sleeps. And I'm very, very excited to see you all. So Laurel Beard will be there, Tiffany Solario with Mixed Media. We have Elise Keegan joining from Kit and Clowder coloring classes to color an entire image with us. Usually a class of Elise's is going to cost a different price over on her site, and she's offering that up for our retreat. How amazing is that? We also have Sarah, who's an amazing Cricut expert, but don't be shy about the Cricut. First of all, I know a lot of you have a Cricut and it is collecting dust. It's going to be a chance for you to get it out. And for those without a Cricut, don't forget it's one class. And Sarah also provides an opportunity to print out a cutting file and just cut it with scissors so that you can still participate in her class. So it's super accessible to everyone no matter what. Now, the biggest question probably is going to be as well is, what if I can't attend for the entire weekend? What if I can only attend a few classes? What if I can't attend at all? Can I watch replays of this? And the answer is definitely. Within a few days after the retreat, after we've all recovered, we go ahead and we post the live classes that we had made, just the teaching classes. For example, the open crop isn't necessarily on there because that wouldn't be too exciting to watch. But everything else is on there, all of the instructional classes, and they are available. So does anybody have any questions? I know Laurel Beard's been answering them in the comments there. She's gonna be joining me too. And we all know about Laurel and her It's Just Paper mentality and watercoloring, and she is a hoot to watch. Okay, so yeah, I hope that you'll all join me at the Eat, Sleep, Crafty retreat, and that we'll see you there. Better get sacked. And you can also as well just sign up over on the website. So if you go to the video description below, eatsleepcraftyretreat.com, you'll be automatically redirected to Laurel's site, and then you can purchase your ticket there. I hope to see you there. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, bye.